Nick DiPaolo's here for the news. Where is Nick?
He's here, yeah.
I saw him.
Nig.
You know what would make a great replacement for me. Nick DiPaolo.
Nick DiPaolo.
Nick DiPaolo. Nicholas DiPaolo.
Nicholas.
Stoney John's a trip. Like he decided a good replacement for him would be Nick DiPaolo. Like Nick wants that job. You know what I mean?
He's my anointed successor.
I said to him, you're like a janitor over there, aren't you?
yeah,
Wait a minute. What are you
answered
saying?
the phones. I did that in high school.
Like John.
Hi, Robin.
John said to me before he left, he goes, "You know who would be really good to try out for my job is Nick DiPaolo." So I said, to myself, what an ego on this guy. Like Nick's a pretty accomplished stand-up comedian, probably one of the best I've seen.
Yeah, I'm making almost $1,100 a week.
Yeah,
that's 5 more than John was making here.
Yeah, he could take over for me.
Nick, when you answer the phone, make sure that radios are down.
How come you don't want to answer the phone?
And say, what do you want to talk to Howard about?
You know, it's either John thinks a lot of himself or he thinks very little of Nick.
No,
I'm not sure.
He thinks a lot of himself. I mean, really thinks a lot of himself.
I thought he liked my stand-up. I thought he looked up to me, you know? That he's offering me his, like being an operator.
His cast-off, yeah.
Mayberry. Like Mount Pilot. That's what he was. He was Sarah.
Yeah. You could answer the phone. What's the matter? You want to do stand-up, potentially get a sitcom, or answer the phone?
And Nick, say, hello, Stern Show.
You always sound like he was running out of breath, John, but
yeah.
I never smoked.
Yeah, could you say that, Nick?
It worked out pretty good, though, didn't it?
Because he came up to me and goes, you know who'll be a good guy to take over for me? Nick DiPaolo.
Or Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's Nick.
Yeah, Seinfeld might be available.
Have you considered Kelsey Grammer?
A little bit of a pay cut.
One of the friends, David Schwimmer.
I was like, wow, you really think highly of yourself, don't you?
I heard that George Carlin is considering it.
Chris Rock's not doing anything.
Hello, Stern Show. How you doing? Keeping it real. That's pretty good. You got to hit the home button. You got to hit the home button. Can you make sure you. Tell him to turn the radio down. Hey, Howard, guess what Gary did this weekend? He took his kids to the amusement park.
Because he came to me, he goes, you know who would be really good to replace me? This is Nig. I go, Nig? Yeah, Nick DiPaolo. I go, whoa. Nicholas.
That's my stage name.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, sounds interesting. I was like, well, I'd be thrilled to have Nick, but
I don't think he wants to do it.
I don't know, though.
I don't want to insult you. You know?
Nick, in your first week, you should try to kiss Robin.
You know, Nick, yeah, you're probably not going to be as good as John right away.
It's amazing. You could have called me yourself, Howard, at my house and said, you know, John's leaving. I would have been, what are you, crazy? And hung up on you.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm like listening to this rap. I go, does he have any idea his place in show business?
Hey, Nick, you're a great stand-up. Would you like to be a butcher?
Oh, man. Well, because John had this weird thing of using the show to go out and do these comedy club dates. Right. And then he'd get guys like Nick, who were 50 billion times more talented than him, to actually work for him. So they had to, like, suck up to John. And, like,
and he got this impression that he was better than them?
Right. So he was like, "Hey, Nig, if you take over, you could have all the comedians working for you."
Wow.
Like, that's your ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a manager. I want to manage comedians.
Booker.
It would be really good for your club dates because
you could stand around while the other comedians work.
You'd be the big guy.
Nick, good news. You're right after Shuley.
It was a short list. Nig DiPaolo.
Nig.
George Carlin and Joey Boots.
Nig, I could get you into Tony and Tina's. Tony and Tina's.
Purdy's
Bachelorette
body.
We're gonna see him next weekend, aren't we, Artie?
We might, yeah. We got to. Me and Nick are doing a gig in L.A. We may see John.
Oh, there you go.
In the suburb of L.A.
Right, in his
town
mansion
or something. So we might trash his house while he's sleeping.
What kind of tattoo you got there, bro? Whoa.
What is that?
It's serious stuff.
I was thinking Nick's like all intellectual and stuff, and I see he's got like a evil clown on his arm. What is that thing?
I know. It was evil clown.
Is that what it is?
It's a court jester.
Is that what you are, like the evil court?
I don't know. I just liked it, you know. I was going to get some Japanese numbers on my neck to look like I did prison time, chicks like that. You know?
No. What is that symbol? It's almost like a badass skull or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to get this.
What is that?
It's hard to see what it is.
It's like the Joker, but a Bizarro Joker.
Yeah. It's like half skeleton, half court jester.
It's a dude's face.
Half
It's big.
9-year-old Chinese woman.
Is it something to do with you personally?
Well, yeah, stand up.
Oh, it's an evil. What is that? Explain. I don't understand.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
It's really, huh? All right, it was 32 beers in a
Nig.
sale.
What's that mean?
What is that?
You know they can't see that when you're answering the phones.
You know what you should. You know what you should. You know what.
That's the announcer for the night show.
Why do I sound like I'm rooting for mushrooms? Want to see my 7 bathrooms? Jay says I'm gold.
Nick, you could take over that whole John empire of booking different comedians and traveling around the country.
Yeah. Well, I'll think about it.
Because then you get all the plugs on the air like he did, and before you know it, you'd be rolling in dough.
It actually worked out pretty good for a comedian with all that radio time.
Here's Craig. Got his phone number.
I'm just in shock. I can't believe he actually said that.
Yeah, he said it to me. He goes, "Yeah."
I can't believe it.
You know who'd be really good? Nig. And I go, first I thought he was making a racial remark.
Right.
And then he goes, because he needs the plugs. And he's funny. He can write you funny notes. Oh, okay.
Now, when he's answering the phone, he could.
That is so dead on. It's scary.
You know what, Nick? We're going to give you a tryout. We don't know if we can take you, but we'll try you out.
Yeah, go ahead. Go back there and try out. So yeah, that's what he told me. He said he could answer the phones and write stuff on the computer.
Nick, try saying Zola night too.
You think you'll be able to say Zolar line too?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, when did the retard falls asleep on the show? That's license to interrupt everything. You break right in. It's like a orange alert.
You know what you have to do, Nick, is you have to get really good at taking credit for the callers being good.
I heard those fights.
Wasn't that great? I answered the phone.
Let me teach you how to talk to underdog lady.
Well, you're right, John. It's a red alert when Wendy's falling asleep on the phone.
I didn't want to have to fight AJ Benza. That's why I turned it down.
Oh, Jesus, the
No,
pride.
I used to love it because he'd say, that call, I put that call through.
I answered the phone.
I put it through.
A telemarketer.
The guys in the back office are telling me that, John used to brag after the show how certain calls he guided or polished for the show.
Oh. Is that why the callers haven't been quite so polished lately?
I was a turd polisher.
Remember when Wendy called that was good.
I mean, Howard might be the steak behind the sizzle.
All right. Well, Nick DiPaolo is here.
Nick DiPaolo.
A guy who could take John's job.
If you want the job, it's yours, pal.
Nick DiPaolo.
What's it pay exactly? I know John had a nice house.
He sure did. He sure did.
Didn't do bad. But I'm not going to fly to a Bally's and sign pictures.
But Jay Leno decided that he wasn't paid enough, so he said, hey, what's the big deal? I mean, you're not exactly paying him a lot of money.
Be happy for that.
I said, oh, you're worried about my staff not making enough money? How sweet. That's great. Tell me how else I can help you. Just call this your Comedy Shopping Central. You asswipe.
It's the Comedy Warehouse for the Tonight Show.
That's not a big deal. I mean, you can't. You're not paying him all that well. I said, hey, the guy's got an apartment in the city and a house on Long Island. How bad am I doing? He's got to go out. Okay. Dickwad.
They cleaned up John, though. He's all...
No, please.
Can't even tell he's Hispanic.
No, they better hire
that the
Fred.
whole idea?
They better hire Fred to sit and make fun of him. That's the only way that's going to work. I thought it would make me edgier, like young men would like me better. Stupid ass.
What's he doing on there? I don't even see him. I don't say anything, but...
Oh, you're doing a great job.
I mean, is he doing things?
Oh, yes. We have him doing everything. It's great.
He told me he was answering the phones last week.
Hello, Tonight Show.
Hello, Leno Show.
Hello, Domino's. I'll take 4 pizzas. Send them over quick.
Who cares, man? Well, crazy, you know what I'm saying?